Hey, ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about this episode from 86. And honestly, this episode was just insane with so many emotions growing through everybody's head, especially with Sheen was quite focused on him and everything that he's been going through, especially that letter that was a gut punch to say the least. We see the devastation that the Legion has done, some Lena glimpses. Overall, just again, a very good episode, and we have a bit of history repeating itself with the treatment that the 86ers are getting again, even in the Federation, and also some bad news. Next week, we're not gonna have an episode. There are some production issues. I'm gonna take this break if it means the quality of the show is gonna stay the same. Wouldn't want lower quality if it just meant 1 week break. And also on December 11th, there's not gonna be an episode from what I've heard, because of a special program. But again, a great episode. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, right in the first scene of the episode was so good, just directly showing you what the Legion is capable, just decimating everything in their path, especially in the Republic, the capital. We have a bit of resistance from Lena trying her best, commanding over there. Some small part of them just surviving, the ones that are on her side or the ones she was able to get command of, and especially the end credit scene is gonna tie thanks to this first scene. Just overall so good, and put into perspective how we've have been shown the capital and the state that it is now. I can't wait for next episodes, and like I said, we're gonna have to wait an extra week for the next one. But after that, we see the cliffhanger with the last episode, the way it ended, with Sheen protecting Frederica, him getting a bit hurt on his head. I'm happy they survived, they're okay, but things are definitely not looking good for anybody. All over the place, the Legion is just devastating as much as they can. The losses are very big all over the place, and slowly we start delving a bit more into Sheen. Again, thanks to Frederica, her being very worried that he's gonna end up as Kiri, losing himself into the battlefield. And this episode, things are not looking so good for his mental health and him basically losing himself and survivors' guilt. But I'll get to that. Now, like I said, the losses are very big. They lost like 20,000 troops, if I remember correctly, or 26%. I don't really remember the numbers of the military, thanks to this railgun codename Morpho, the one they gave it to. So the plan is for them trying to figure out the Morpho and actually having to deal with it. We have the other nations also, Roa, Gracia, and the prince from there, Zafar, and had the unit infiltrating there, almost destroying the Morpho, but not actually destroying it. And Bel Aegis, if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, from the Alliance of World, kind of had the feeling that both of them are a bit too smug or don't have the proper reactions for what they're facing. I don't think they're really grasping their current situation. I feel they had a bit of jabs going back and forth, and Ernst kind of, I liked his reaction, the way he was feeling the weight of the current situation, everything they had to deal with, and he has some tough choices coming into the future. Hopefully, he's gonna be able to navigate everything. And again, Frederica and Sheen are so good together, even though we didn't have a lot of moments between them. Now, the Morpho is the biggest issue they have to deal with. They find out it's used with the railways being moved around, is in targeting position with all of the nations thanks to that. But they have a deadline, 8 weeks before it's usable again, because they have to changing the cannon. So they have to deal with it. 8 weeks to deal with this railgun, and they come up with this plan to send in ground troops, as in an elite unit, because they're not able to bombard that from far away. And we know kept alluding, we know who's gonna have to take this mission again, history repeating itself. We have the Giad leadership deciding to use the 86ers, especially that slick, slimy asshole. I don't think they gave us his name. We need this strike unit, and of course it has to be the 86ers. Now, again, Frederica with Shin was completely out of it. That fight, we saw that evil green during last episode. She even tried to sync with him. He didn't respond at all, and she wants for all of them to get some rest, take some time off, also recuperate, but they're not gonna do that. They think the only thing they have left is the battlefield, and especially Shin with how much things he has to deal with it. And even Kurena didn't want to take pity, especially when Frederica told them, you're able to get some special considerations because you're 86ers with everything you've been through. She took it as not in the way that Frederica meant for it. She took it badly. She didn't want to be treated special because they're kind of associating anything special being treated differently. They just want to be treated normally, even if being treated especially in a good way, they don't really look at it that way. How much everything they've been through changed them in both good and more bad ways, honestly. And we see the looks they get again, the same ones as back in the Republic. The others looking at them in disgust and anger. Again, 86ers, that connotations it has even in Giad, unfortunately. So it's not that different, so to say. It's better, but again, they're viewed as second class citizens, and even worse, honestly. But I like this next scene because we have Theo wondering if the Major is still alive, referring to Lina, and Shin being dense. Again, very dense, not realizing he cares a lot for Lina. But yeah, this was probably, after this was probably the, I wanted to kill this guy so much. Marcel being with Nina, Eugene's sister, Nina wanting to have a letter being given to Shin, and Marcel, I feel like he kind of put the blame on Shin, this asshole, with that letter. We see the letter, why did you kill my brother, give him back, signed Nina Rand. This asshole probably manipulated Nina, didn't tell the full story of what exactly happened with Eugene, or didn't explain it properly. Not that Nina could actually understood this, but that asshole needs to die, honestly. Marcel, you need to go away. Legion, please kill Marcel, honestly. And that letter probably destroyed Shin, just stabbing him in the heart even more, especially the massive survivor guilt that he has going on. Reads that letter, and we have him just delving into that insanity even more. The evil green is back, blaming himself, survivor's guilt, starts crying blood, blaming himself. That was the moment that it broke him, honestly. And starts, I won't forget, and slowly starts hearing Lina's voice, and that was the thing that snapped him out of it, from that insanity he was going in. Starts hearing the voice that was able to snap him out of it. How important Lina is for him, just being the only one that's capable of bringing his humanity back. I can't wait for them to actually be united. That's gonna be such a moment. Hopefully it's gonna happen and they don't die along the way. I would hate for that to happen. Yeah, hopefully it does. Hopefully, please give us this. They deserve it, both of them. But we have him being under a test to see if he's actually able to hear the Legion voices with this General Richard. I like Greta this episode, but even though as much as she wants to help, I don't think she's capable or in a position to do as much as she wants to. Kind of the same position that Lina was at the beginning of the series. She's slowly going through the same situations, motions, having the same thoughts. In a way, that's the feel I get from her. Slowly, hopefully, she's gonna do more, or at least be able to do more the same way that Lina is doing now. It's interesting to see both of them going through the same things. Curious how Greta is gonna turn out. Now we have Shin giving them the positions of the Legion, where exactly they are, and even the positions for the Republic. And that guy was no, not the Republic. And even Shin, I think he was a bit surprised at himself that he still was thinking of the Republic, or probably thinking more of Lina, honestly. Now, that guy was more like a scapegoat, so to say, General Richard. I'm not so sure of his motivation besides his duty to do everything in his power for Giad. But yeah, they have the plan now, and again using the 86ers as sacrificial pawns in this suicide mission. Three Nations, Giad, Gracia, and what was the other one? I forgot the name. Alliance of World. Gonna use 3-time attack for them as a distraction, and the unit Spearhead again, a nod there to their first name, to be the ones to go in and destroy the Morpho. Will they be able to? Kiria is gonna intervene, probably. No Face, we don't really have any information on that No Face guy from the Legion. But yeah, that's gonna pose a lot of problem, and this being more than a suicide mission, hopefully they're gonna survive. Greta trying her best to talk the general out of it. Again, the same way that Lina had the same conversation with Jerome, and Shin just kind of not being present in that meeting, so to say, just remembering the past, survivor guilt again, how they have been treated, remembering all of the people he has lost, the 86ers, their gratitude for what he did as the Reaper, and slowly again being snapped out of it by Lina, and him kind of accepting the fact that he's gonna die, saying his goodbye, and Lina, I won't let you die, being there, bringing him back a bit. How much influence Lina has had on him, if you're thinking back, and now in this episode also, and how much he cares for her, but I don't think he fully realized it yet. The reunion is gonna be very interesting, like I said. Hopefully we're gonna get that reunion, and him telling her, I wanted you to live longer than us, goodbye. I hope that's not gonna be an actual goodbye. And that general just guilt tripping him, saying, we saved you, the Federation saved you, now it's your turn to repay the favor, do this for us. And the ease that Shin and all of the others also accepted this suicide mission, just how broken all of them are, is, yeah, it's painful to watch and see them kids honestly doing this insanity on the battlefield, and how they're being treated. Even him not wanting to take pity, the way Greta was talking to him, hey, you have a choice here, I'll do everything in my power to give you guys a choice, want to help you as much as possible, and he doesn't want pity at all, he's okay with this, and that's just painful to think about it. Ernst also having very heavy things on his mind. That's gonna be interesting, and especially Frederica's identity. Things are going all over the place, honestly. But yeah, that climbing guy, I don't think we have his name was the one that put General Richard, with handing him the heavy things to do, so to say. But yeah, I don't know, even Bernd, the old dude that's with them, was, hey, I don't want kids doing this, just order us to go without, we don't have to do this. But Shin and all of the others are okay with it, they want to go through with it, and the way they said it, we are 86ers, I don't like that they're they've accepted the way that everybody has treated them. They've accepted their role in this fucked up world. Honestly, we need Lena again to bring them back, give them something to hope for the future again. Federica is also good for that, especially for Shin. But yeah, painful episode. We're gonna have to wait a bit more for the next one. And again, end credit scene, remember to watch it. We see the capital just completely destroyed compared to how we've seen it so far. Just those shots with it just devastated. Honestly. And even that sign over even in that situation, still 86 stay away. Those people are just shitheads, honestly. I don't know how to call them. And the last scene with Lena's room, the desk over there, just Warzone, completely destroyed. But yeah, it's gonna be more painful to have to wait an extra week for the next episode. But I'm okay with it if the quality of the show is not gonna suffer. It has been amazing so far. It's gonna suck waiting, but we're gonna get through it, honestly. And even on December 11, like I said, that special program. But yeah, overall, again, an amazing episode. I'm curious what you guys thought about it. What are your thoughts, especially with what Shin is going through? Do you think they're gonna survive destroying the Morpho, the Giad, how they're starting showing their true colors in treating the 86ers, Ernst, what he's going through, and everything else happening in this episode and things to come. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I'll see you again on the next one. Gonna have to wait that extra week, but yeah, keep enjoying 86. Bye bye.